Facebook, what it is, what it is, what it is. Oh my goodness. Hope my music ain't too loud. And listen to some tunes. I'm gonna do a little bit of writing. Um, Let me just start by saying today is a beautiful day. We are still in the land of the living. We're still able to move about. We're still here to um, focus on what we need to focus on. I want to say that in life you're going to meet people regularly. People who, some of whom are going to be on your side, some of whom are going to be there for you through thick and thin. Not everybody who uses the word love really have love for you. Not everybody's going to be able to share in your greatness. And we have to learn to accept that. Accept the fact that everybody is not here for you. Accept the fact that people are going to be here when the picking's good. When things look really good, the people are going to be there for you. And then when it gets bad, you're going to find out how many people say they love you that really meant they love you, or they might have been in love with what they thought the idea of you was, or what the idea of you is. I'm not big on he say, she say, but sometimes he say, she say means a lot more than what we just get from it. So without really getting into that, I just want to say be mindful of the people that you allow in your space. Be mindful of the things you allow to come into your spirit. Everybody ain't for you. Everything that seems good is not good for you. So don't let people steal your shine. Don't let people take your glow from you, right? Don't let people sabotage your greatness, right? Because when you do that, you end up losing so much more. You end up losing so much more. So I had some traveling I had to do. So back and forth to Florida from Monday night back on Tuesday night for my event. So it was a bit rough. So I'm still trying to recoup from that. But I had a long journey back, man. It was a rough road, but we here. We had a great time last night at Say Word Tuesdays. If you missed it, you missed it. DJ Facade went in, and then we turned up. I did Say Word last night. I hadn't done it in a while, and it really showed some things. But anyway, so with all that being said, I want to say this: we are preparing for our very next event. I'm not going to expose the madness that I'm getting ready to set up for y'all. I'm going to expose some madness. So I'm going to get 2 dates set up to make sure which date I'm going to use. And we're going to start working on our production. And trust me, you have no idea what we're about to bring to you. I'm probably going to do like a date night thing. So you probably want to have a date with this one. You know what I'm saying? You probably don't want to come alone. You make sure you bring somebody with you. Probably going to do a special for couples and all of that. I know it's kind of strange now with all these pronouns and so on. I understand everybody have their own pronoun. Whatever, but with me, I'm just y'all. That's it. I don't need no extra. I understand some people need extra. That ain't my thing. But but this next event, I'm getting ready to put together for y'all. It's gonna be crazy. I will be looking for other poets for some other things that I'm doing. I have some productions that I'm setting up. A few things that's gonna be set off. So y'all want to get ready. Y'all want to be prepared because it's getting ready to be bananas. July 11th, which is a Monday, will be our very first workshop / open mic night. We're going to do it early. It's not going to be a late night thing. We want to get in. We're going to start the workshop at 7 on the dot. We're going to start the open mic at 8. We want to work with people who are helping people find other ways of how to write, help them find other ideas to get out of when you're having that writer's block. We're going to give some writing prompts. I'm going to do some things that I did while I was in school to help people, expand what they want to do as far as their writing. So we're going to work on some things of that nature. We definitely want to talk to those people who get the fear of being on the stage, and people who are, just haven't been on the stage, they're trying to shake that fright. We want to work with people with that too. So there's quite a few things we're going to work on. So I want y'all to get ready for that thing. And yeah, it's going to be real nice. It's going to be real nice. The flyer should be done soon, and we'll put that out. And I definitely want y'all to get ready for that. Please bring all your writing materials, all things you're thinking about. Eventually, we'll pick up sponsors, and when I pick up some sponsors, we'll be able to supply some of those things, tools and things to write on. Yes, and Chantel, I got you. You're going to do some songwriting workshops. I got you. I just got to find a way to make it make sense so I can get you some bread out of it too. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to make it happen. I'm going to be setting up features coming up soon. I got to go talk to my other 2 venues to set up what I'm going to be doing regularly. So it's a lot of things getting ready to swing. I'm interested in doing something on the boat, something on the yacht. I need to see what kind of feedback I can get. So, if y'all interested in having some poetry and partying on the boat, you need to get at me. Yeah, because I want to definitely do that. Again, it'll probably be like a date night kind of thing, or we might have like a couple section, and then we have a single section kind of thing. And, we're going to try to have some fun with it. So it's all about having fun. It's all about showing love. As I do with every event I do, I try to encourage people to, embrace themselves and love themselves, and find a way to learn how to love yourself, so you can show people how you want to be loved. Because we don't really know how to love people unless they tell us how they love. I might want to love you a certain kind of way, and that might not be the love for you. Let's think about it. Some people who grew up in abusive relationships, they've watched their mom and their dad fight and all these things. And that's how they felt they were showing love, by them fighting. That may not be the love that you want. So you have to be able to teach people how to love you the way that you want to be loved. And the only way to do that is first falling in love with you. You have to fall in love with yourself. And then you say, you know what? Now that I love me enough, I can love me enough to show you how I want you to love me. And we have to take those time to do that. And a lot of times we don't. A lot of times we just go into a relationship and it ends up the way it ends up because we haven't taken that time to figure out, what kind of love do I want? And how do I get this person to love me this way? How do I teach them or show them how to love me? And most of the time, men, let's just be honest, women, we don't know how to love y'all the way y'all want to be loved. It doesn't mean something is wrong with us. We just haven't experienced that type of relationship on that type of level. So your love, your desire for this kind of love may not be the kind of love that I can give you, number one. But more than likely, it's not even the kind of love that I know how to give you. You know what I'm saying? And I may not be able to step into that zone. That may not be the zone for me. And these are the kind of things we need to talk about. So I try to do these videos for that, to help people understand, listen, just fall in love with you. That's first. Because if you love you enough, you'll be able to teach people and show people how you want to be loved. You know what I'm saying? And it took me some time to get to that point. I've damaged a lot of relationships because of that. Because I want to love you the way I want to love you. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. I need the answer to be all. But I, want to be able to show people that I love me enough to say yes, which leads to my next thing. I got a new t-shirt coming out. It's going to say exactly that. I love me enough. I love myself enough to say yes. Say yes to happiness. Say yes to love. Say yes to moving forward. Say yes to being successful. All these things. These are the things that we need. So that shirt is coming, and I'll put it out as soon as it gets there. Well, so I had some other stuff I need to talk to y'all about, but I don't remember. But neither here nor there. That's where we at today, man. Thank y'all for chiming in. I'm always open for questions and suggestions and all of that. There's a lot of things that we can talk about. I definitely don't like leaving the mic, so to speak, without saying something, without giving people some good food to go home with. Just Saturday, said a few things, and there was some gentleman that was that was at the event that walked over to me and was like, man, look, I'm going through some things right now. You touch my spirit. And that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to reach out and touch everybody. We're supposed to find a way to connect with people. And a lot of times we don't. A lot of times we sit there and just let things happen. And we end up missing a lot more than we gain. And we don't understand why. So that's why I try to leave people with that idea. Listen, you can have what you want. And sometimes you may be wanting something that you're not prepared for. Maybe that's why you hadn't gotten it. And, we have to stop letting people dictate what's good for us and what's not. And a lot of times we let people in our relationships and tell us, well, oh, I wouldn't have done this and you should have did this. And then look at their relationship. Their relationships ain't even good. And that relationship with family, with their children, with their siblings, with their loved ones, with their spouse, the relationships aren't good at all. And they're giving you advice. So you have to be mindful of those things. A lot of times we do that to ourselves, and we allow people to put us in a position that, really later on we hurt more from. You know what I'm saying? So those are the things we got to look out for. So, yeah. I'm hearing a lot of slack, getting a lot of slack about my Knicks. I need y'all to calm down. Yeah, my Knicks, they picked up Derrick Rose. I'm not really so happy about that, but it is what it is. He going to be where he going to be. So, yeah, that's what it is, man. Don't talk bad about my Knicks. Don't talk bad about my Knicks. Anyway, I've been talking long enough. I'm not going to keep ranting over here. Please send your comments and questions. Let's talk about our next topic. I definitely want to say this to you all. I want you... let me play another song that I want to play. I have some good music playing. I want you to know this today. I want you to believe in yourself enough to know that you are worthy of greatness. Believe in yourself enough to know that there is nothing that you cannot have. I mean, if beyond reason, right? We don't want to don't act crazy. But what can you not gain? The world is there for you to have. You have to just take the steps to gain it. You have to initiate your purpose. You have to initiate your drive. You have to say, you know what? I don't care what the people tell me I can't do. This is what I want to do, and you have to put your best foot forward. I did a piece about Prince, and I thought about his walk. They told Prince that his music wasn't good because it was too personal. Nobody understood it, and nobody could relate to it. Now that genius that they've taken away from us, that genius is here in our spirits forever. He's forever been carved in our hearts. You know what I'm saying? He's a musical genius. You know what I'm saying? And he kept driving. He kept pushing. He said, no, this is what I want, and this is what's going to happen for me. He did that. Same thing goes for you. You have to get out of your own way. You have to tell yourself, you know what? This is what I want, and this is what I want to achieve. So I'm going to draw me a map to get from here to here. I know there's going to be obstacles. I know there's going to be things that's going to get in my way. There's going to be challenges. But at the end of the day, how bad do I want this thing? How much is this thing going to pull me and drive me? I have friends. I have family members. I have teammates that are working hard for some things that they want. But guess what? They have to keep pushing. Just like I have to keep pushing. You have to keep pushing. Do not let anyone stop you from your drive. Keep pushing. Keep staying motivated. Keep going in the direction you want to go in. I had no idea I'd be doing all this stuff with this poetry thing. And I tell this story all the time. I started off, I just wanted to have an open mic spot of my own that I could say, you know what, when I go here, I can get on the mic when I'm ready to get on the mic and do what I want to do. And do it with people who are like-minded. And then what happened? I met some beautiful people along the way. I've got people that are in my circle now that I call family. The whole Respect the Mic team. Everybody, you know, even people who aren't in out with the slam group. I met Blackberry, who had been someone that I wouldn't have thought that she would have thought about calling me about nothing. I've had the honor of going to her classroom with her children, and she turned over her baby and said, listen, Ja, you are going to be the next slam master over Respect the Mic. And that may be so small to some people who don't understand that. But after you've walked my walk, just for somebody to honor you with that is huge. You understand what I'm saying? And then we get to experience some things that I had no idea was coming towards me. But this is what I'm trying to show you. All you have to do is stay focused in your work. Stay on your drive. My book is on my editor's desk as we speak. You understand what I'm saying? I've been wanting to write a book for so long. I wasn't ready for that book. But my book of poetry is ready. And then it's opened up some other things for me to do, some other things. My gallery is coming together now that y'all don't even know about. But the thing is, I stayed on my drive. I didn't allow somebody to tell me that this ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? I told my family, I said, listen, I'm going on the road. They looked at me like I was crazy. What? You going on the road with just your book? And just, yes, that's what I'm going on the road with. Why? Because this is my dream. This is what I want for me. You understand what I'm saying? You have to figure out, what do you want? And how bad do you really want what you want? Don't just say it. Go out there and do it. Step out on your own and go do it. They say step out on faith, step out on faith. If you're not willing to do that, then give up that dream. Because that's all it's ever going to be, is a dream. That's it. How many are willing to pick up and say, you know what, right now, today, I'm gone. I'm going to do, this is what I want, I'm done. How many are willing to do that? Because if you're not, then you need to give up your dream. I'm sorry. You need to give up your dream. My dream is going to be here for me because I'm going to get it. I'm not going to allow somebody to dictate what my dream is going to be. So I'm going to keep moving forward. And you have it. You have each one of you that's on this video right now watching, that's chiming in. You have what it takes to do the things that you want to do. It's how bad you want it. How hungry are you for your dreams? How much do you desire those things that you say that you really, really want in life? You know what I'm saying? So you got to take every day as a fight. You got to challenge yourself every day. You got to be a better you, a better writer, a better person, a better singer, songstress, a doctor, a teacher, a nurse, a parent, a child, a sibling, whatever it is that you're in your life, that you're doing in your life. Challenge yourself to be a better title, whatever that title is. Challenge yourself every day to fight to be better at that. Be better every moment than you was the last moment. You have to fight this fight. You have to go through this struggle. Because if you don't, you'll never reach your full potential. You'll constantly be sitting right here wondering, wishing, begging, dreaming. Thank you, Amanda. You'll be sitting there forever wondering, what has ever happened for me? And you can't do that. That's not the way you want to live your life. You have to decide on your own. Listen, this is what I want and this is what I'm going to get. I have a passion for what I do now. I never in a million years would have thought that I'd be a host. I never thought in a million years that I'd be doing poetry with Assistant District Attorney in Charlotte, North Carolina, Mecklenburg County, excuse me. I never thought that I'd be doing these programs with these children. Never. And don't get me wrong, because I've worked with children before. I volunteered with children before as well. But I never thought that I'd be sitting there teaching them about some of the things that we're working with now. And having people come up to me saying, you know what, your event tonight saved my life. I never thought that. I never thought I'd be hosting events. And up there just telling people who I am and laughing and being the silly person that I've been all my life. Never. Never. But here I am. And how did that happen? Because I stayed on the path. And the things that's supposed to come will come. The things that are going to fall away, going to fall away. Things that have fallen away from me, it's gone. I will not reach back for those things that has fallen away. Because that's not what I'm supposed to have. If it's supposed to be here with me, then it'll be here with me. And if it's not, then that's not where it's supposed to be. That goes for jobs, goals, relationships, friendships. Whatever these things are that were supposed to be there, they would still be there if they're supposed to be there. And if not, you don't fight it. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Because the more you hold on to it, it's going to keep you from moving where you need to be. And that's just it, in a nutshell. Let it go. You got to love yourself enough to say yes. And when you start to adopt that, when you start to let that resonate, your life will change overnight, as mine has. My life has changed overnight. And I'm grateful. I'm very grateful. So, not going to keep y'all much longer. I got some writing I got to do. Like I said, I'm working on this production. I'm very excited about it. I talked to my brother. I talked to my Respect the Mic team. I talked to a few others that are interested in that I'm interested in incorporating in this production, and I'm very excited about it. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I was supposed to do some things, and it's starting to rain. It looks like I'm just gonna be stuck here behind this computer, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for that. I'm supposed to be in the studio right now, but some things changed, so I'm grateful for that. I still have the opportunity to do what it is that I want to do. So I'm going to end on this note. I want you to remember these words. I want you to repeat these words. I want these words to resonate in your spirit. Every day, at some point, I want you to give yourself a hug. Give yourself a hug. Look in the mirror and tell yourself this. You are worthy of greatness. You are worthy of happiness. You are worthy of success. You are worthy of love. You're worthy of all the great things that God has bestowed and put on this earth for you to have. All of these things are yours. You have to take initiative and say whether or not you're going to achieve those things. You have to be willing to take the steps forward to achieve those things. All those things are yours. That is your birthright. It is yours. You have to decide that you're going to go get it. You have to decide when you're going to go get it and how you're going to go get it. And once you decide that, draw your map. Draw your roadway. And get on your map, get on your road, follow you don't need an Uber for this. You can do this on your own. Now, you may utilize Uber along the way, but you don't need Uber for this. You have everything you need to be successful in every area of your life. Everything. You have to step up and go get it. Don't let anyone dictate how you do it or whether or not you do it. Don't allow anyone to tell you that you need to go this way or that way if that's not what you see. Now, if you're wrong, you need some advice, that's fine. Don't let people dictate your decision making. You know, sometimes people know some things that you don't. I'm not saying don't take advice, but you have to stay on your own path. You have to decide that you are going to do this, that you are not going to allow people to tell you what's best for you when you know what's best for you. Take those moments. Take that time. Step back from a situation and analyze the situation. Most people that give you advice right away, they're giving you advice maybe from experience most of the time. But what was the experience? How good was their experience? Did their experience actually bitter them or better them? It's a question we don't ask. A bitter person in a bad situation, in a bad relationship, in a bad scenario, they're not going to be able to give you good advice because their advice is going to be biased. Because they're giving it from their experience. And their experience isn't yours. You know, my dad told me a long time ago, you know, they say experience is the best teacher, right? Experience could actually kill you. Think about it. Experience could actually kill you. So is experience actually the best teacher? It can be a very good teacher. I will say that, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's the best teacher. So we have to be mindful of that. You can't just allow things to happen and you experience it and then think that everything's going to be okay. Or somebody to go through an experience and then tell you that, hey, this is the better route for you. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. So you got to be careful. You got to be really, really careful. So, like I said, I want you to challenge yourself every day. Challenge yourself to be better than you was yesterday. Challenge yourself to be better than you were today. Step up and tell somebody, hey, listen, you mean a lot to me, and I'm not ashamed to say that, but it's just not the situation for us. Love yourself enough to be honest with you. Because when you start to be honest with yourself, then who else do you have to lie to? Because if you're lying, you're normally lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself. And you have to break that mold. Get out of that. Change your mindset. Change the way you see things. Change the way you think about things. And the moment you start to do that, your life changes overnight. Overnight. And it's an instant thing. You have to get to that point. You have to get to that point. I'm still working on me. I'm still trying to get there. Not perfect. But I put my best foot forward. That's why I started these videos. Because I get to remind myself constantly that, listen, you're working on something, brother. And what you're working on is bigger than the right here and now. You know what I'm saying? It's bigger than right now. This moment doesn't last for long. This moment changes. Time waits for no one. So you have to get up on your own and figure out what you're going to do to change. How you're going to fix this. Because you have the power to fix everything. Your energy changes the whole way the whole situation turns out. No matter what it is. Your energy changes that. You have to figure that part out. So, with that being said, thank y'all for chiming in. Much love to y'all. Thank y'all for following me. Again, questions, anything you have, feel free to hit me up with it. You are worthy of everything great. There's nothing great that you're not worthy of. Nothing in your past dictates what you're worthy of. You are still worthy of that. Just make those corrections within yourself. Look within yourself to figure out what you need to do for you. How do you change the dynamics of your situation? Because you possess every tool you need to change it. Remember, you're worthy of great things. You are the best you can be in this moment, and you can always make it better. You can change every moment you can change. Just think about good. Think about being good to yourself first. Then you can be good to everybody else. Yes, we are all a work in progress, absolutely. And we have to be mindful that we remember that. You are a work in progress, and keep working so that you can keep progressing. Don't stop. Don't stop. You're worthy of everything. And make sure you remember that. Hug yourself today. Don't forget to tell yourself that you love you. Give yourself a kiss, whatever you need to do. But remember, no one dictates your path but you. Till later.